Cooks, today we're making loukoumades. That is a Greek honey fritter. It is fried to a golden color. They are soft and pillowy and drizzled with a honey syrup. So join us. Let's make Greek honey fritters. The first thing we're going to do is make the honey syrup. So I have a saucepan over a burner, and I'm going to put a half a cup of water. I'm going to put a half a cup of sugar. And I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup of honey and get a nice local honey. Ooh. And I'll go ahead and scrape this out. Ooh, this honey is delicious. This honey is grown, harvested, whatever you want to say, right here near us. And they say, rumor has it that it helps with your allergies to get local honey. Okay, so now this is calmed down, it's bubbling at a simmer. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a cinnamon stick in there. So it's at a nice little simmer and the cinnamon stick is in there. We're gonna let this sit in here for maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and let it cook away. Then I'm gonna put it over on the side cooktop, and so we can cook the fritters. So as soon as this is done, I'll be keeping this on warm. So I'll be back. Okay, in this bowl, I have 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of instant yeast. This is SAF, instant yeast. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of sugar. And we're gonna go ahead and just stir that in real quick. So here I have a cup of warm water. This is about 100 degrees for the yeast. I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of pure vanilla. And we're gonna go ahead and put this in here. And we're gonna start stirring to make our, it's sort of like a batter, but it's like a really thick batter. Then I'm gonna put in the salt. I have a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're just gonna go ahead and stir this up. It's going to look like a really, really thick batter. Like that. Sort of like a biscuit, kind of. Like a really loose biscuit dough. A wet biscuit dough. Like that, right? So we're gonna heat some oil, about 2 inches of oil. You want it about 325 degrees. You don't want it to go over 350 because they'll cook way too fast. You don't really want it to go significantly under that because it won't cook fast enough. So you want it right about 325. So we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna let this sit maybe for 5 minutes or so just to get that yeast going and while this is heating up. So we'll be back. Okay, we're looking pretty good. I got my Thermopin in here and we are at 333. Perfect. So I got a little scoop. This is like a medium size cookie scoop. I used the large one time and they were just way too big. So we're just gonna scoop in a little dollop and it's gonna go in here in the oil. And we're gonna cook these until they're golden brown. You really have to watch them because one time I got to yakking a little too much and I browned them a little too much. Our little fritters. And they will just float around here and get bubbly brown. Oh, that one flipped itself. They're looking a little puffy and golden. Mm. They're looking cute. They're like little puffs of joy. They're basically donuts. We got little donuts, little donuts, little donuts. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. They're little puffy donut clouds. These are looking pretty good. One little flip on that side and they're gonna be ready to come out. So get you a little plate lined with a paper towel. Look at that. Ooh, those look mighty good. So we're gonna put those on the paper towels. Those are little puffs of yumminess. Puffs of yummy. We have some more batter here. Obviously, if you're making this for a crowd, you probably need to double the recipe, triple the recipe, quadruple the recipe. I don't need that many around.
Well, it's not like you need one recipe per person, but close.
Well, so good. Whoops, he's making friends here. And you just gotta watch them. You don't want to overcook them. You don't want them to get too dark. This one doesn't want to turn over. And they will come out little funny shapes, but that's the charm, right? So look at those babies, they look delicious. So I'm gonna get our syrup. I want these to set a little bit. I don't want to eat them when they're that hot. I just want to eat them when they're warm. It'll allow them to cook a little bit in the middle. I found that if you eat them directly out of the oil, the inside is a little
raw.
Yeah, it can be a little raw. So if you let it cool a little bit and let it to the warm stage, the inside sets up and it's nice and fluffy in the middle. So we'll be back in a minute. So I kind of let these cool, like I say, because to me they like firm up on the inside. It's sort of like when you go to that donut place and you eat them hot and they're basically doughy in the middle. They taste good, but they're doughy in the middle, right? As they cool, they firm up and they come more like with that donut taste. So that's what I did. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stack them. We're gonna stack the little balls of yumminess. Let's see. Get them looking kind of pretty. And we got the double stack. We'll put one on top. Sure. King of the mountain, right? Little king of the mountain. And here's our syrup. I put it in a little Pyrex so we can drizzle it on. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Yummy. So we're gonna have to take a taste. Okay, we have a plate full of Greek honey fritters. I'm not even gonna try to say the Greek name because I butcher it every time. So we'll just leave it at that, right? These are pillowy fritter donuts. Okay. You can sprinkle them with sugar, with cinnamon if you would like. They're fantastic. The honey has a little cinnamon flavor. Give me a little dippy in there. These are so good. You want one, Eric? You don't have to ask him twice. They're so good. You gotta make a lot of these because people will eat these up. Cooks. These are delicious. So, try these. Cooling them brings that dough together and gives them more of a donut flavor to me. Texture. If you want to try this, the recipe out of my website, amylearnstocook.com. I'll put links down in the description. Yum, right. If you like this video, please subscribe below. Join us on our journey to become a better cook. Also, hit that bell so you get notified of our uploads. Like I said, you can find these recipes out on my website, amylearnstocook.com. You can also catch me on social media at facebook.com/groups/AmyLearnsToCook. We talk about kitchen equipment, we geek over it all day long, and we talk about recipes and all that fun stuff. Also, you can catch me on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook, and on Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy. Wow, these are great. Hey! A little rat's in here.
Thank you, Miss Amy.
You're welcome.